ADRA Tanzania conducted 3 separate rallies on 3 consecutive Sundays at stadiums in Tanga, Moshi, and Arusha. Max Church, Sulpice Thomas, Rachel Mbwana, and Yona Mbwana, as well as many other ADRA and TAS staff and volunteers, helped setting up the chairs, registration tables, sound system, and all the other equipment for the event. There was some apprehension because of the morning rain, but like clockwork the skies cleared before the volunteers and participants arrived. Albinos face social stigma, physical vulnerability to the sun, and poor eyesight, all of which make albinos some of the most impoverished people in Tanzania. ADRA Tanzania, along with ADRA Australia and ADRA UK, have set out on a joint venture project of SAFE, Support Albinos with Financial Empowerment, and TASEP, Tanzania Albino Society Support and Empowerment Project. This ADRA Tanzania project is also in partnership with the Tanzania Albino Society. The ADRA project will work with the albino community to provide training in networking, advocacy, and management. Albinos are often isolated, mocked, and sometimes even attacked and killed for their body parts, which are used in witchcraft. Each of the participants sat down at a table with a volunteer to help them understand and accurately fill out both the registration form and the survey.
Unahitaji kitu gani kuongeza uzalishaji wako, fedha, ardhi, mafunzo? Yaani ili sawa uzalishaji wako uongezeke, unahitaji nini? Unahitaji fedha, unahitaji mafunzo, unahitaji ardhi.
Kiwango cha elimu umesoma shule ya msingi, sekondari?
There were 3 different surveys. One for adult albinos, one for non-albinos with young albino children, and one for older albino children who could fill out the forms for themselves. With large numbers of participants and the vast majority needing help, things moved ahead slowly. A lot of the people, of course, had poor eyesight, so they had to get help or read very carefully with the paper very close to their eyes. Much time and effort went into the preparations for the content of the surveys, the radio advertisements to let everyone know about the events, and the prizes which drew people in. This ADRA Tanzania project focuses on data collection, building networks, empowerment, microfinance, presentations in schools and churches, songs, dramas, and stories that educate the public about albinism. By noon, about half of the participants had finished the process of registration and surveys. At some of the tables where the participants needed minor help with clarifications about questions, 3 people would gather around a single table and 1 volunteer would help the group. A photographer was hired to quickly take pictures and print them on the spot to place both on the registration forms as well as on the registration cards. The registration cards were then laminated to ensure that they remained in good condition for a long time to come.
Of the Tanga region.
At each
on
venue,
behalf,
a government
I would like to invite
VP
you
was invited as the special guest of honor.
I also want to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Msingi.
The leadership of
Also the
ADRA
chairman of
Tanzania
TAS,
and the
Ernest
Tanzania
Kimaya.
Albino Society also talked about how pleased they
Kama
were for the
nilivyosema,
great
ikiwa wewe
turnout,
utategemea
the willing
chakula wakati
participation,
ameenda safari
and
alafu
the
akuletee
overall
chakula
goals for the
utakipata
project
kweli?
in Tanzania.
Chicha ndio ADRA hapa.
In Tanga, the district commissioner, Dr. Ibrahim Msengi, came and spoke.
Uandikishaji wa albino katika uwanja wa chuo cha ushirika Moshi tarehe 10 mwezi wa 4.
Leo tunataka kila mtu asikie raha.
In Moshi, also the district commissioner, Mr. Musa Shamiz, came and spoke to the group. And in Arusha, the regional commissioner, Mr. Isidore Lika Shirinia, addressed the assembly. The caterers brought in a wide array of delicious African food, which everyone enjoyed. With staff, volunteers, and participants refreshed, the final surveys and registration forms were finished before the setting sun. In the later afternoon, many of the children from some of the schools and different institutions had prepared songs. Let's listen to some of the songs that they sang at the events.
Jamani tuwapongeze.
Naomba wote tuangalie hapa.
The prizes were given to those who drew a special piece of paper with a listed gift.
Wale wamepata zawadi ya redio, leo anaenda kusikiliza nyumbani. Hongera. Leteni redio yake.
Jamani mpatieni redio yake. Ifungulie ionekane, ifungulie ionekane.
Many of the gifts were school exercise books, pens, protective sunglasses, umbrellas, footballs, radios, cell phones, and the grand prize of bicycles.
Flora Richard.
The gift-giving ceremony concluded the day, and those who came went away happy. Happy for a prize, happy to belong to the Tanzania Albino Society, happy that ADRA cared to help them, happy to have been pulled together for a day of enjoyment and the company of others like them.
Vamos, naona ambao wamemaliza shule kwa zaidi wamo.
Asante sana.
Asante jamani.